Hello, everyone. Welcome to my reading corner. I wanted to change the atmosphere. I might do all my videos here from now on and do the live stream in the YouTube studio. However, welcome everyone. Grab your coffee, water, tea, whatever you're drinking, go and get that. This is, in fact, ginger tea. Hot and good. All right, so I decided that I'm going to start a series. Not sure if I'm going to make the series a public series or just a members only series. Kind of let me know what I should do in the comments. I want everyone to be able to watch it who is a part of the community on the channel, not anyone else, just for the people on the channel. But I'm not sure if I want to make it public or private. I'm going to keep them public for a while and then go private. So the series. I'm going to get some of the most interesting comments and I'm going to respond to them. For this video, there's only one. I like a very thought out comment that is specifically a kind of critique that I want to investigate and talk through. Now, for this one in particular, I had an entire outline. I had my IRAC method where I'm talking about the issue in the comment, the rule for which people should sort of create content with, and then the analysis between the issue and the rule, and then my conclusion. I had this very specific way of addressing problems, but I decided let's just make it more fun, or more relaxed, not even fun, more relaxed. So we're going to put the comment up on the screen here. Let's read it together and let's go through it. Before we do, actually, remove comment. This is no hate to the people who write the comments. I'm choosing comments that I think are very thoughtful. I don't think these are hate comments. I think they are thoughtful, again, comments that are well written, that hits at something that I wanted to talk about more broadly. So please show support for the writers of these comments, show them love, care. Definitely don't attack them. Do not push back in the sort of mean and vulgar or disrespectful way. But in the comment section, let's engage with the comment more generally and let's hear your opinions. But again, please be as respectful as you can. This, again, is an attempt to hold me accountable. So I'll find the comments, I'll engage with the comments, and then you all can engage with it too to tell me if the commenter is right, if I'm right, whatever you think. Is there something that we are all missing, both myself and the commenters, that I'm going to be reading? So please bear that in mind. And then let's put it back up. And it's from Viper Bubbles, right? It says, love Themis, but his analysis of Tyla about the award show was so incorrect. The reason I like this opening is it gives a thesis. It tells us what we are going to be explaining. It tells us what we're going to be doing. I enjoy something like this, right? I enjoy an opening like this. The problem with it, however, is if my analysis is inaccurate, what we're going to want to see is how it was inaccurate. And I also want an added sort of assumption from my part, but an added element of what a correct analysis looks like, right? Because you're saying my analysis, not my conclusion, is inaccurate. The Tyla video was about me saying that Tyla was not the most gracious and seemingly a bit disrespectful and dismissive. And I did not appreciate that, even though I have no hate or disdain for the girl. Then she goes, I don't know. I feel like people think black women are insecure, and so they think we want them to overanalyze and critique Tyla, when that's not the gag here. All right. There's an assumption here that I'm grifting. Now, I don't think this person is saying that Themis is a grifter, but the suggestion that I am doing what black women want to do because I believe black women to be insecure, and them hearing my analysis of Tyla, i.e. criticizing Tyla, is something that I believe Black women want to see, and therefore that's why I did it. It makes me seem like the type of person that creates for the purpose of the audience. And so my opinion might not actually be my own, but rather that I am trying to give the people, Black women in this case, what they want. I can answer that directly and say absolutely not. First of all, from the audience perspective, I hope that Black women aren't overly worried about sort of what they think I'm doing for their benefit, and rather they're listening to me and thinking, is this correct? Or do I agree with this? Regardless of the why I'm doing it, I hope that the skepticism that comes with every kind of content creator is still there for the audience, regardless of if they think that I am pro women or pro men or whatever they think, that you still are skeptical. And so that should not animate how you engage with my content at all, hopefully. But I do take issue a little bit with the notion that I am doing what I'm doing to soothe some kind of insecurity that I think Black women have. Now, by writing this comment, it doesn't disprove insecurity. And I don't think people should run away from the idea of having insecurity. Everyone has it. Insecurity is not just something that exists in Black women, it exists in Black men, it exists in white women, white men. Everyone has insecurity, and particularly around certain topic. But you should not use or try to prove that you don't have insecurity by telling me not to make commentary on something. If you disagree, you just disagree. And you can disagree that Tyla wasn't doing anything wrong, but I don't know why you would put insecurity at the forefront to prove that you don't have it. You said, that's not the gag here. And that's good, but regardless of why I'm doing it, you can disagree or agree with me. We are not insecure. I think some people are. Like, I think some people are, but that was not a motivating factor for me. Like, I didn't do the video, I didn't make my commentary around Black womanhood. I said I think she was being disrespectful. I still do. I don't think she was only being disrespectful to Holly. I think she was being disrespectful to Lil Nas X. Both people up there, I think she was being disrespectful to them. And she held it in one hand multiple times on the stage, and while she was taking picture after the award show, she was very much capable of holding the award. I will put both pictures of her holding it in one hand without straining, so she really didn't need anyone to hold her award because it was, quote, too heavy. So yeah, I don't think my analysis was wrong when she says, you know me in the ward. No, Tyla, we don't know you in the ward. You know you, and if you know you don't know how to hold an award, then have an award holder come up with you, and don't tell your peers to hold your award because you know me in awards. Then don't accept it. Then if you can't carry it, don't accept it, or have someone carry it for you. So I stand completely by everything that I said there. And it's also a bit to do about nothing really, but I do sense I do sense some level of disrespect from Tyler, so that's something that I believe regardless. We don't need people bullying this girl because she's pretty and light-skinned. I don't know what to do with that. I don't critique people because they're pretty, and I don't critique people because they're light-skinned. People were telling me that, what's her name? Cassie was my little jewel because I, quote, protect light-skinned women. Like, I just say what I want. And maybe I should be more thoughtful, but like, I don't think the assumption that I'm bullying Tyla because she is, one, I'm not bullying her. I said I like the girl. I'm critiquing an action being made, regardless of if she's pretty or light skinned. This is kind of my position on the issue. It would be my position if she wasn't pretty, or if she wasn't biracial or multiracial or light skinned. Like, it would just be my position. So I don't know. Hold her accountable when she's actually wrong. But the way y'all bullying her is giving misogyny and xenophobia. Well, there could be internalized xenophobia, but I'm also an immigrant. I wasn't being xenophobic. In fact, I very overtly pushed back against comments that were calling her, quote unquote, an uppity African. I think that is on the line of xenophobia, and I didn't like it, so I pushed back against that. Misogyny exists everywhere, kind of, right now, and I think that we can be misogynistic without knowing. I hope I wasn't, but my critique wasn't gendered. If a man had done that in the way that I brought up Michael Jackson, telling someone to move his mic down, I thought that was also disrespectful, and I said it. So I don't. Yeah. Black women do not need anyone to drag for our sake. Again, this notion about insecurity and drag for your sake. I'm not saying I think you're reading too much into kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I believe what I'm doing is right. And if I didn't think it was right, I wouldn't be doing it regardless of who it benefits. The assumption here that I'm doing it because I want to appeal to black women feels like you're saying I'm pandering, which if you believe that, like if you're telling me not to do it for your sake, you believe I'm doing it for your sake, and therefore you believe I'm pandering. And if you believe that, it's a very odd thing to then tell me not to do it. If you think I'm a panderer, I would just drag me for being, honestly, I would just drag me for being a panderer at that point. But I am not. I didn't do it for black women's sake. I did it because I thought what Tyla did was wrong, not only as it pertains to Holly, but as it pertains to Lil Nas X. I said both of them. I said she was wrong, and people said they're glad that that man, Lil Nas X, went and took the award and held it for her. And I said, I'm not glad. She would have stood there with it by herself as soon as I see that she can hold it. But if she was struggling, then I would help. But you're not going to just fan me off and ask me to hold your award. That would not have happened for me. So we are girls over here, and pretty girls understand pretty girls. Good for pretty girls. I mean, good for pretty girls. Yay, pretty girls. I love that. No, I mean, I love that for pretty girls. I think, so if I'm being honest, I feel like there is an undertone of if I don't defend Tyler, then people will call me a hater. And so to prove that I have high self-esteem and I'm not bothered, I have to come out and defend Tyler, because if I don't, then I'm a hater. And I want to be seen as one of the girls like Tyler who would ask someone to hold my stuff for me, and they would, because I'm also one of the pretty girls. I mean, good on you. I mean, pretty girls understand pretty girls. I don't know. I think this is not doing what you think it's doing, but I get you. Ask Olivia Rodrigo. I saw the Olivia tape where she asked someone to hold her award because it was heavy, and she said she didn't have any upper body strength. She didn't do it in the same way Tyler did, and also it wasn't on stage and it wasn't to her peers. But I mean, if you think they are analogous, then you drew the analogy. I don't agree with the sentiment, but fair point. I just still disagree, and I think Tyler was disrespectful. Brown girls can be soft and dainty too, you know. I, I, I do know. I do know. I do know that. Anyone can be soft and dainty. Men can be soft and dainty too. Anyone can be soft and dainty. Sure, brown girls can be soft and dainty. Good for brown girls. She did nothing wrong. Disagree. I think she did something wrong. She can hold her award herself, and she decided not to, not because she couldn't, but because she wanted to have someone else hold her award, because she definitely held it here and here again. She held her award, so yeah, yeah. It's a hard thing to prove that she couldn't carry her award when she's literally exerting no kind of effort, holding it in one hand. And then when she held it in both hands, there was no effort at all. She looked very dainty holding it, actually. So she did something wrong. That's the difference of opinion. She did nothing wrong. And I didn't like seeing men pitting women against each other. Cough, cough, Joe Budden. I don't know what Joe Budden did. I don't remember what Joe Budden did, but I wasn't pitting anyone against anyone. I think she was being disrespectful to Holly, and I think she was being disrespectful to Lil Nas X. Pointing out disrespect of one person to another, if that is pitting people against each other, then sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, but I was not intentionally pitting people against people. Holly and Tyler are good, so why y'all mad? No one is mad. I think that this is a lot to do about nothing, but I did think it was disrespectful. That someone who disrespects someone else gives an apology, and the person who was disrespected accepts the apology doesn't mean the disrespect didn't happen. In this case, there was no need for an apology because Tyla said she wasn't speaking to Holly. She was speaking to Lil Nas X because there was only two up there. In that case, I think she was being disrespectful to Lil Nas X. So, yeah, that's your peer. You don't just tell someone your peer to go hold your award because we know you in the awards. We don't again. So if she wasn't being mad at Holly, she wasn't telling Holly to do it. She was telling Lil Nas X. And either way, it is very disrespectful. Cardi said these awards are like 10 pounds and Tyler looks every bit of 90 to 100 pounds. Sucks to suck for her. Get someone to carry your awards around. But we already know these pictures indicate that she can definitely hold it. Not only can she hold it with both hands, she can definitely hold it with one hand. It is still looking like she just wanted someone to hold the award and flex by saying, you know me in awards. Again, we don't know you in awards. We barely know you at all, really. So good on you for winning a bunch of awards in your first year. But like, you're very new. We don't know you. And if you know that you are petite and you can't hold an award, then you would get someone to hold it for you. But again, we see you holding it with one hand. So anyone calling me uppity anything, I'm going to be like, period. Same. Same. Anyone calling me uppity anything, I'm going to be that. In conclusion, I'm going to say that I appreciated the comment. I disagree with the take. They said that my analysis of Tyler at the award show is inaccurate. They haven't provided any evidence that it was inaccurate. They just disagreed with the conclusion. They didn't even really push back against the analysis. The analysis, quite simply, is that Tyla did not need anyone to hold her award because we have pictures of her holding her award by herself with one hand and then with two hands, and she seemed perfectly fine. We don't know her and the award, so if she knows herself and the award, she could literally have someone hold her award whenever she wants someone to hold her award. And so asking your peers to do that, even when Michael Jackson did it with the mic, was definitely disrespectful. The opinion still stands. Whether or not black women have low self-esteem or high self-esteem is irrelevant to this analysis. Whether or not you're a pretty girl and Tyler is a pretty girl and pretty girls unite is irrelevant. Whether brown girls, white girls, black girls can be dainty, completely irrelevant. The analysis still stands. Now, if you want to push back against the analysis, push back against the analysis. She didn't need anyone to do it. Therefore, her asking someone to do it and saying, you know me in awards, is a bit disrespectful and out of line. And we've watched kind of everyone attacked her for other reasons where I have defended her. But I agree with the overall analysis in this circumstance that it was out of line and disrespectful. Now, is she an uppity African for that? Absolutely not. If she's uppity, she's just an uppity person. It's not having anything to do with her Africanness or whatever. But I don't even see her as uppity. I just thought it was disrespectful. I hope that makes sense, Viper, and I look forward to your comment. I'm going to try to get this edited and out now, ASAP. So, again, thank you so much. I hope you understand this as back and forth and not hate. And again, people who are commenting, please comment with respect. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Again, I don't want to keep bringing up the Tyler situation, but it's the comment that I'm responding to. And we'll see you guys some other time whenever a good comment come up again. I can respond to. Again, love the comment because of how it opens and closes. There's an introduction, the body, and then a conclusion, and it made sense throughout. I just completely disagree with it, and it does not address the analysis for which it says I was wrong. It addresses my conclusion, which the author does not agree with, and that's fine. All right, I think that is it. I think I'm going to end that there. We might make these members only, because I don't know. Should I take out the names? I don't feel like I should take out the name because I want people to know who I'm addressing publicly. We don't know. This is the first one, so let's kind of go in the comments, not only make comments on the comment itself, but also comment on the approach and whether or not the people should remain anonymous and all of that. All right. I'll end it there. Have a wonderful time. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.